Hey everyone, it's Nye and welcome to another episode of Nye's Growing Space, the YouTube channel. And I have today another dose of growth. So if you are a first-time viewer or coming back, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in. And my mission is to share my growth journey in hopes to inspire you on your journey. And so I post a dose of growth in hopes to give you something to take with you on your day, to think about, and hopefully to grow from. So today's dose of growth is learning from others. It is okay to learn from other people's mistakes. So I know what's common or what's popular belief is in order for us to learn something or to learn our lesson about things, we have to go through it, or we have to learn from experience. We have to go through it in order to learn from something. And speaking from experience, that's not the case, because that's exactly how I've gotten to where I've gotten in my life. And that's why, yes, I have been through some things. I have made, not too good decisions and those different things. But I do know for a fact that I probably would have had a lot more bumps and bruises along the way if I wouldn't have listened to the people that has tried to help me throughout my life. So you don't always have to learn the hard way. You really don't. I do get there are some things, and a part of your journey is for you to go through some things and for you to experience some things. But there are some things that people have said, don't do this, don't make this decision, and we did anyways, and then we saw what happened. So we don't always need to learn the hard ways. The hard ways. We don't always need to learn the hard way, because again, when we don't listen, we wish that we did. How many times have you talked to a girlfriend, talked to your mom, aunt, whoever, sister, and they're like, this relationship isn't a good relationship, or this friendship isn't a good friendship, or this job isn't a good job, whatever it is, and you're like, no, it's okay, I got this. And then it all falls down. It all comes crashing down, and you're like, damn, I should have listened. But I didn't listen, and now I either have all this heartache and pain, now I got to start all over, and all of these things. But if I would have listened, I wouldn't be going through any of this. And again, I'm a firm believer that some things you have to go through, but some things you don't. I have learned from my personal experience that I have a lot of my family that are addicts. I grew up surrounded by addicts. I see their behavior, I see their relationships, and this is not the type of life that I want. I do not want a life where me being an addict, and it's just, no, I don't. And I've paid attention to how I've seen relatives and family members manage their money and the habits that I've learned, and I'm looking and I'm like, this is not the type of life that I want to live. So I'm going to learn from other people's mistakes. My mom has been through so much. She knows so much. And she is one of those people that at a very young age, and especially in my adult years, I will go to her and she will tell me something and I will listen. I'm going to listen because I don't want to cause a lot of suffering in my life. I don't want to cause a lot of distress and dysfunction in my life. So in order to prevent that, I listen. One of the reasons why I married my husband was because of a warning that I heeded from my mother, as far as the type of man that I wanted and what I could have ended up with if I had not said, and if I had not realized the amazing person and the amazing man that I already had. And I didn't want a toxic relationship like the ones that I, were witness to growing up. That's not what I wanted. And so I didn't need to go through a bad and unhealthy and toxic relationship in order for me to say, I don't want that. I didn't need to experience it. I didn't need to go through those things. I just learned from everybody else around me, and here I am. I'm happy. I have a healthy relationship, and we're good. So I learned. And so find somebody that you look up to and learn from them. It can be anyone, as long as they have your best interests at heart, as long as their intentions are pure. This could be a mentor, this could be a relative, a friend, anybody you look up to and you really value their advice. Go talk to them. Let them know what it is that you're going through. And again, this can be mentoring in any aspect of your life, whether it's personal or professional. Go to them, let them know what's going on, see if they have any advice for you, see if they have anything that you can learn from, and actually listen and take the advice and see where it gets you. See if it works, see if it doesn't make your life just 10 times easier. So that is your dose of growth. Go find somebody. If you don't already have them, go talk to them, have them give you advice. And if you feel like this is something that could really be helpful, take their advice. This doesn't go without saying, as always. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth equals discomfort. So that means even though you're taking somebody's advice, that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. I know for a fact that if you have to end a unhealthy relationship, that won't be easy. I know what's coming out of my mouth. I'm saying this easily, and I know you can hear this, but the actual actions is going to be hard. And never forget that. Always remember that a dose of growth is to give you something to think about, but it's never with the expectation that this stuff is going to be easy, because it never is. Growth is not easy. Growth is ugly. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth is hard, and growth is painful. But I think they say something about pressure creates diamonds. Yep. That's what's going to happen with you. So all this pressure, all the discomfort. I mean, we see trees grow from the dirt. We see flowers. We see so many beautiful things that grow. And you're one of those beautiful things. So don't forget that. And remember, if you want to follow me on any social media, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one.